I don't know. Where's the camera? Tell me. Sorry, Mod. Tell me if I'm looking in the camera. Hi. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Sorry if my voice is a little strange. We're fighting a little cold, but I'm just gonna wait for a few people to come on in. So just come on in.
You gotta switch
Oh,
it.
oh, oh! I'm sideways. I'm sideways. Hold on one second. How do I switch? Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming.
That's you don't.
Okay, hold on. Technical difficulties. Good morning. You're sideways. I know. I'm gonna see if I can switch it around. I'm sorry. We're gonna get this going. We're gonna see. This is what happens. I've never done a live before, right? This is the second time, so I'm new to this. Okay, look, I got my coffee out. We're gonna get some coffee. You're showing too much of my house. There you go. Hi, folks. Hold on one sec. Hold on one sec. Hold on. Let me see. If I do sideways, what does it look like sideways?
Yeah.
Better. Hi, good morning. Technical difficulties, technical glitches. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. Good thing I'm wearing pants today. I was gonna wear pants. Sorry. No, I was gonna wear boxer briefs. If for all of you wondering, I was literally like so hot. This room gets so hot that I was just thinking of putting on like boxer briefs. But I'm glad I chose pants. We chose pants. Okay, let me put you. Okay, it looks like we're forward. Okay, so even though we're technically glitched right now, okay, I'm gonna be here answering questions. You have questions. A lot of people have questions, and I'm not usually around to answer them because I'm behind the scenes helping people most times. Why don't we make coffee together? Let's go over here. Hi, good morning, everyone. Let me say some shout outs. Hi, Melissa. Hi, hi, the Lee family. Oh, I can't see now. I can't see them. I think I saw somebody. Nadia, Nordia, somebody. Hi. Okay, let's make coffee today. I'm tired. We're gonna make coffee. We're gonna talk. So let's just give a few minutes so other people can come in. What am I drinking? Decaf. No, caffeine today. Dark roast for those wondering. You're good now. Good. We're good. Okay, let me get coffee and then we're gonna talk. I've got products. We're talking products today. Okay. Let me just let me just get coffee. This is the brand I use. Almond milk. All right. Are we good, mods? Are we good? Let's do that. So a lot of you have questions about how to use the products, and I really want to answer those questions because it's really important for a hair growth journey. So let's get into that. Let's get into that. This is gonna take longer than I thought, but we're doing. There we go. We all need coffee in the morning, don't we? There we are. Okay. I'm just giving a couple more minutes for a few more people to come in, and then we're gonna get started. Okay. You know what? Can I get agua? I'm gonna get agua too. Something cold. Thank you. I've shaved my head last year, and because of my alopecia, I'm unintentionally growing a mohawk with minimal sides and edges. How can I fix it? Okay, that's a good question. We're gonna answer questions. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, firstly and foremost, every good hair growth regimen needs four things. Four things. Write these down. Very important. You need a shampoo, okay? Cleansing, some sort of cleansing something for the scalp and the hair. Okay, this is annoying now. It's kind of low. There we go. There we go. Okay, okay. So that's the first thing. You need shampoo, and I'm gonna explain the best ways to use these things. So, shampoo, conditioner. Conditioner is going to be helping you to balance back the pH of your hair. Also, with conditioner, it's going to help to bring back in the moisture. So, you need shampoo, you need a conditioner, and then you need some sort of moisturizing for your scalp, the actual skin on your scalp. Because once again, people suffering with dry scalp, itchy scalp, you need some sort of relief, or you're going to continue to itch and scratch, and it's going to make the problem worse. And then you need something to actually moisturize your hair strands or keep your hair strands moisturized. So let me see. Right now, my hair is a little damp. Okay, because I took a shower this morning. It's a little damp. What I would do on damp hair, right? For those of you asking about hair moisturizing, on damp hair, this is where you want to use the AF oil blend, right? So just a little squeeze there, okay? Just a tad, not too much, okay? See, you can see it's damp, right? You're just gonna wanna do that on the strands. That's gonna help. The oil is helping to lock moisture into your actual hair strands, which is really, really, really important if you want length retention, right? So you can see, I mean, my bangs grow pretty good. I'm always cutting them and they just keep growing, right? Then what you're going to want to do is use some of the whipped retention mixture, okay? Most of you from back in the day, you know it was called the whipped mixture. And my team and I, we had to change it because people are like, what's whipped mixture mean? So we changed it to the moisture retention mixture because what it does, it's a thicker butter. And what it does is it helps to lock in the water that was already on my hair, the damp hair. It helps to lock in the oil, and then it helps to lock in all of that. Sorry, all of that, right? And so anyway, so you do that, and then that's all I would do for moisture, right? I would go ahead and twist this or put it back into a Bantu knot, and that's it. So as far as moisturizing your strands, that's a huge question people ask. How do I personally keep my hair moisturized on a regular basis? That is what I do. So literally on damp hair, even if you spray it with some water, you spray it with a leave-in spritz, then you go ahead and you use the oil blend, not the scalp oil, the oil blend, followed up with the retention mixture, okay? So that is moisture. As far as regimen, now this is where more products come into play. This is where you're gonna need the shampoo and the conditioner, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna do my hair on the other side while I talk because it's just a little bit easier. I have my mod getting questions ready. So if you have questions, feel free to ask. I'm on here for a little longer today. So I'm going to see how many, good morning, Virgo vibes. Oh my goodness. I love Virgos. I love them. And I love me a Scorpio. Okay. My husband's a Scorpio. So love me a Scorpio. Anyhow, we've got one question that I'm going to do. Shout out. Okay. I had a phone consultation yesterday with a girl named Josette. Okay, let's do it with the French accent, Josette. And she's here today. So I just want to shout out to you. Hi, sweetie. Thank you so much for being on a consultation with me yesterday. I had a great time talking to you. And thank you so much for your grace as the Zoom kicked us out. And then I had to call you personally, but that was so much fun. So thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much for your time. I really appreciated talking to you and getting to know you. And thank you for being here. You didn't have to do that. So yeah, so love me a Virgo. Okay, who else? Let me see. Virgo vibes. Yes, Melissa. Is overwatering your hair damaging? Heard a lot of mixed opinions. I do a lot of wash and goes. Okay, so this is a good question because I would say overwatering, no. Overwashing with shampoo and conditioner and using a bunch of products, I think that's too much. But as far as water, I've noticed personally, and everybody's different, but I've noticed personally when my hair gets water, when my hair is wet, it grows and grows and grows. And so I've always, if it gets dry or if it feels itchy or dandruff or flakes, whatever, I will literally jump in the shower and just get it wet. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you saw that Instagram, YouTube short that I did where I literally, my hair was all over the place and I got in the shower and just got it wet. Yes, I get it wet. So I would not be too worried about over watering. But if you are using conditioners, shampoos, cleansing agents, that's going to be too harsh on your hair and too harsh on your skin. So I wouldn't do that. Okay, so let's move on to answering questions about regimen and products because this is a question I get asked all the time because a lot of people buy products and they maybe haven't seen YouTube, they maybe haven't seen Instagram, they maybe have never had a consultation with me. And because of that, they have all of these products and they have no idea how to use them. So that's something I want to talk about. And then I want to talk a little bit about mental health in the end of this video. And what mental health involves is anything that causes the mind and the emotions to just not be aligned. That is where a lot of people suffer from hair loss issues as well and hair growth issues. So I'm just going to touch a little bit about that at the end. And then if you have questions about mental health, about relationship issues, I have a video, a live coming where I just want to talk about, you know, just toxic friendships and a lot of things that we're in that cause us to be sick and that cause us to have health issues and hair issues. And I just want to encourage us women that it's okay to, we're going to talk. Anyways, and there's men here too. So this is not just for women, but you know, it is, I mean, we are kind of like more, I'm not gonna say too much. Okay, we're gonna wait a little longer in these lives before I put my foot in my mouth. Let me answer some more questions. How to regrow your hair back after hair loss? Should I use a hair loss treatment? What hair loss treatment exactly are you talking about? So I would love to answer that question for you. Um, so how to regrow my hair back? Sorry, can I see the question? Thank you. Water is my best friend. Life lessons. Yes. I hate how like I can see some of the comments and then they go away. And maybe this is because I'm new and I don't know how to use this properly, but I really want to interact with you as you're leaving comments. So keep leaving comments and I'm going to get my mod to take notes. And I think next week, oh yeah, Team Scorpio. there are there are a lot we could say about Scorpios. Okay. I live with one and that's a completely different live. Okay. That's a different live, but I gotta love me a Scorpio. And for those asking, I am a Pisces. So, yeah, I know we're super emotional, blah, blah, blah. I know. And it's true. A lot of things I've read are true. So, Team Pisces. Anyway, so tell me what hair loss treatment you're talking about, and then I will answer that question for you. How often do you moisturize your hair? Okay, this is from CB. CB? No name, just CB. How often do I personally moisturize? I moisturize. Okay, are you talking about with products or with water? Very different questions. If you're talking about with water, as soon as my hair feels dry, if it's not in a protective style like Bantu knots, I will probably wait a little bit because like let's say it's out like this and I get it wet, it's gonna shrink up and it's gonna be a disaster. So if it's in Bantu knots, this is what I did yesterday. I was in the shower and what I did was I would take out each Bantu knot gently, put it in the water, get it wet, put it back in the Bantu knot. So that's what I do to keep my hair moisturized on a regular basis. How often do I use products with moisture? I would say once a week, once every other week. But once again, my hair is maintained moisture. Like I keep it moisturized all the time. So it's not so much about using products. And this is something that I also want to touch on when we talk about these products is just because you have a bunch of amazing products doesn't mean you need them all the time. If you have hair loss issues, thinning, hair growth issues, then that is completely different, which is what we're going to be talking about is the regimen side of things. So let's start off with that because I can lose my train of thought because I'm all over the place like 24/7. Hello, Queen. Yes, it's okay not to be okay. Yeah, it is. I love, and there's a song. Maybe it's okay if you're not okay. I don't know who sings it, but there is a song. It's okay to not be okay, and I love that whole saying because it is true. Okay, so let's get into regimen. So first thing you want to do is make sure you have a shampoo. So I have two shampoos. I only have one on hand, but most of you know this is the shampoo I was using, the moisture shampoo. So what I would do is I would wash my scalp with the shampoo and I would leave the lather on my scalp for 3 to 5 minutes. And why I did that was because there are amazing essential oils, there are amazing ingredients, humectants that I put in the shampoo that helps to not only condition, moisturize, cleanse the hair, but it really helps with the stimulation. And I'm all about stimulation for hair growth. So if you are using a shampoo that one, if it has any chemicals, any perfumes, any, dyes, colors, all of that, I would stop using those things today if you have hair growth problems. So if you're here because you want a natural, solution to hair growth, or if you're here just because you like my personality and you just want to see me talk, then you can use whatever you feel comfortable using, whatever you're using that is working for you. However, if you have hair growth issues at all, I'm talking about anything, even if it's postpartum, if it's stress, I would stop using any product, any shampoo, especially shampoo, because when you're in the shower, your hair follicles are open, your pores are open. Whatever you're putting on your scalp is getting directly into your skin, into your body. It's absorbing everything. I would be very weary. I would be very cautious about using products with chemicals if you have hair or scalp issues. Okay, so that's number one. Get yourself a natural shampoo, and it does not have to be mine. Okay, I'm not product pushing. This has never been my mission. This is not who I am. I gave an option. However, I'm all about natural. Okay, if it's natural and you find that it's helping your hair, then keep doing what you're doing. If you are using natural products and your hair is not growing back, switch on to something else if you've given it a good amount of time, which I would say about 3 months. 2 to 3 months is a good amount of time to know if something is working for you. Okay, so make sure you got a shampoo. If you are washing with a shampoo once a week, I would suggest that you wash your actual scalp with the shampoo once, rinse it out, then wash again. Let the lather sit on your scalp for 3 to 5 minutes if you are washing once a week. If you have very low hair, like I did, and you're washing multiple times, then you only need to wash once, let the lather sit for 3 to 5 minutes, rinse out, and that's it for shampoo and cleansing. Okay, so let's move on. Now, after you've washed your scalp with my products or a natural product, then what you want to do is you want to use a conditioner if you have longer hair. Okay, if your hair is really low, if it's shaved off, or let's just say it's in a tapered cut or whatever, and you know that you don't need conditioner, this is a step you can skip. And why I say this is because when I was growing my hair back from alopecia, I shaved it all off. I did not use a conditioner. So people are like, hey, what conditioner did you use that helped you to grow your hair back? I did not use conditioner to help me grow my hair back. In a matter of fact, this conditioner that I sell, I had to work with a company to create an all natural conditioner, but this was not what I personally used. So once again, this is all transparency. I'm here to help you grow your hair. I'm not here to help me sell products or anything like that. I'm just giving you as much good information as possible. And for me personally, when my hair was really low, I did not need a conditioner. As it got longer, and I noticed that it was more tangled, and I noticed, wait, I can't just use a comb anymore. That's when I would go in with the conditioner and I would detangle and rinse it out, right? So that's a rinse out conditioner. Conditioner is very important because once again, it helps to close the hair cuticles back. So that's in the process of balancing out the pH of your hair strands. When the cuticles are flat, your hair is going to be smooth. It's not going to be frizzy. It's going to be stronger because all the hair is aligned, right? But when it's all frizzy and all over the place, then that's when you're going to experience split ends and breakage. So conditioner is actually really important if it balances back the pH of your hair. But then it's really important to add back the moisture that was stripped from the shampoo, right? So you want to make sure you're shampooing, so you're cleansing your scalp, you're leaving it on there. So all of those natural oils, all of those stimulating oils and the healing benefits, you're getting all of the benefits from the shampoo. But then the conditioner helps to replenish the moisture. So I'm going to leave a little break. What are some questions that I can answer since I talk a lot? Okay. And if I'm talking too fast, let me know. That's what caffeine can do. We've got a question, how to regrow thin edges. Okay. I'm going to get to that. Do we have questions about products and regimen so far? Okay, let's go to, how often do you recommend washing your hair? That is Alandra M. How often do you recommend washing your hair? So this is a good question, but is that Carlene? Sorry. Mod, do your job. This is Carlene. I'm sorry, Carlene Goodwater. I'm sorry. This is your question. How often do I recommend it? Okay, if your hair is low, if it's shaved, if it's really, really low, I would say wash it. It depends. Once again, it depends. Are you dealing with this? This is why I need to be here answering your questions, because there are so many questions, but there are so many nuances to what hair struggles and scalp struggles people are dealing with. So if you have hair loss, okay, we're going to go from that angle. If you are somebody just wondering how often you should wash your hair, that's a very different question than I have hair loss, I have alopecia, how often should I wash? If you have hair loss and alopecia, base, I would wash 2 times a week. Now, if your hair is super long, and I've dealt with people with, waist length hair, bra strap, like really long hair, we have to talk, because once again, it really depends on where the hair loss is. I don't want to give you like bad information, but standard, if you have hair growth issues, I would say wash twice a week, maybe like a Monday, Thursday kind of thing. And I would only wash once in that setting. So I would just lather, leave it for 3 to 5 minutes and rinse it, because you will be washing again during the week, right? So you don't need to overdo it, because once again, if you're drying out your hair strands, stripping your hair of its natural oils and moisture, you're going to find that your hair is breaking off, and it's not even due to alopecia or any hair loss issue. It's due to, once again, over cleansing and causing that drying, breaking off situation. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. If it doesn't, just ask more questions, and I will try to stay on top of it. So let's go. Hi from Florida. Hey, Corrine. And I'm terrible with names. I'm terrible with like pronunciation. So I'm sorry in general if I get this wrong. But hi, Corrine from Florida. I love Florida. When I lived in Florida, my hair grew so much. It was just getting longer, and the humidity in Florida really, really, my body and my hair loved it. So Let me answer your question. Are your products also beneficial for scalp psoriasis? So my products are good for anybody at any stage with any problem. And the reason for that is because they are all natural products and I made them with as few ingredients as possible so that if you do have allergies or sensitivities like I do, and a matter of fact, let me show you. I don't know if you could see that right there on my hand. You can see that it is sore. There's a rash on there. It's because of seasonal allergies for me. So I try to explain to people. People always ask, "Oh, can I use it on children?" And I say, "Listen, I have the most sensitive, delicate skin. I don't know if you can even see some of these marks on me. And as I've gotten older, it's just it hasn't. My skin is not. People see it online and they're like, "Oh my goodness, it's perfect." No, it's not. It's a lot of hard work. But because I have such sensitive skin, I made my products for people like me, of course. And so I used minimal ingredients. So yes, you can use it if you have scalp psoriasis because it is going to be more gentle. Now, if you're talking about if it's going to help you as far as getting rid of the rashes and things like that, we might have to talk a little bit about that because scalp psoriasis is a little bit more involved as far as what you want to do to help to reduce the inflammation, the itching, and all of that. But because I have struggling with eczema, this is a lifelong thing. I'm in a similar world, eczema and psoriasis, so we can talk a little bit more about that. Email me, DM me, or book a consultation because once again, when it comes to psoriasis and eczema, I mean, there's a whole world when it comes to diet and health and wellness and stress, right? Mental health. So we can talk a little bit more about that because I really think the information I help can be more helpful to you. So try and contact me after, and we'll see what other what information I can share with you. Okay, sorry if I'm nervous and talking too long. Okay, do you shampoo once or twice during your wash day? During my wash day, I shampoo twice personally, but that's because I wash my hair like every few weeks, like complete like wash, condition, all of that. I water wash in between. I'll use conditioner. So, my scalp is clean. My hair is relatively clean for the most part. But on wash day, because I don't wash it every single week now. Now, if we're talking about alopecia, and make it clear, folks, if you want me to talk about alopecia, that's a very different journey than what I'm on now. So if there's people with longer hair or you've overcome alopecia and you want to know what I do now, please let me know. Jas, what are you doing right now? Or if you have alopecia and you want to know about what I did back then, very, very different journeys. And that's why I have to come on live because there are so many questions that I really want to be able to answer as many as I can. Instead of people, booking consultations back to back to back, that might be a bit much. So I'm going to try and answer as much as I can, but time is ticking. So let's move on to, so now currently I wash once every 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. Back in the day, remember my hair was shaved off. So I was washing my hair pretty much every other day with a stimulating shampoo. And then every other day in between that was just water. So hopefully that answers that question. Let me see. Okay. Oh, the questions disappear. I'm sorry. Keep asking. Keep asking. Okay. Here's some people. Can you talk about alopecia? I have traction. I would love to talk about alopecia. I would love to talk about traction alopecia because as you can see, my edges are back and I had traction alopecia my entire life and I would love, love, love to talk about it. Today, let me see how much time I have. Stay tuned. Let me see how much time I have. I do want to touch on some other products. I still want to touch a little bit about mental health and hair growth. And I'm going to do a full live about that. And then please, the mods are going to keep your question about traction alopecia because that is another big one I get. And I really do want to answer your question. So, okay, let's next question. Does your products have a scent? No, they don't. And that's one thing that I always felt insecure about. My products, they don't smell like anything. Like this one, the oil does. It does smell light, very light. Let me see. It's just so light. It smells like a very light, I don't even want to say flower because sometimes flowers have those like pungent smells. I am also a scent person. I love smells and scents. However, too much scent all the time is hard, right? So if it was on my body or on my hair, it might be a bit much. So no, the products are very light. And if they are not light enough for you, please write to me and let me know because once again, I did this for sensitive skin and sensitive people. So Yeah, it's very light. If anybody else has smelt my products or used my products, let the person know. What was the person's name who asked that question? Let the person know if you've ever tried my products. Are they heavy smelling? The shampoo, the conditioner, right? Once again, this is all transparency. This is all truthfulness. And so I'm not here to sell you anything. I literally like this is what I use, right? On my face, my hair. But ask the people in the comments if anybody knows. That was for Carlene Goodwater, okay? Very sensitive to certain smells. Yeah, I there's no one scent in particular. Anybody else? There's a lot of questions. I'm sorry. I have CCCA. That okay. I'm not going to bait out anybody's scene, but I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. That is another. I'm going to do a live for you. I'm going to be here for the CCCA people because that one, oh, that one is a what? That is a topic. That is a topic because CCCA. A lot of people, especially people who have curly, kinky hair, we go to the doctor, right? And CCCA in most dermatologist's eyes, oh, black people, you guys have the weaves and the wigs and this and the that. And there are people I work with who their doctor told them they have CCCA, and these people have never worn braids, weaves, uh, braided it back. They literally just wear it wash and goes, and the doctor and they have CCCA, and the doctor's like, oh, it's because of all those black styles. Okay, we're gonna get into that. That is a whole conversation I really want to get into, and it's not about race or anything like that, but it is for the curly haired community, right? It is almost assumed that we've damaged our hair because of the products we use or the techniques we use, and a lot of people are struggling with CCCA, and it has nothing to do with braids and weaves and hair perm. Okay, so that one, thank you for asking that question. That is a whole video in itself. Okay, that and traction alopecia, that's a whole video, but I'm going to touch on traction alopecia because I had it, and I'll tell you exactly what I used to regrow back the traction alopecia. Okay, let's go. Hi, Elizabeth Rodriguez. I just bought your products. I hope it works for me and my hair. Shedding so much, I cry every day. This is why mental health is also something I really want to talk about, especially in lives, because women especially, and I'm sorry if there are men here, but women especially, we deal with so many emotional ups and downs, hurts, habits, hangups, right? And we need to be able to be here to console each other, to love on each other, encourage each other, nourish each other, right? Back to health. And I'm all for that journey. And there is so much I could share in the mental health world. Probably everything a human being could probably go through in this day and time. I've probably been through at least 80% of it all. Like there's a lot we can talk about. My life has not been easy. I come on here, I smile, I put on my makeup, whatever, because I believe God is good. But let me tell you, last year, oh boy, last year was one of the darkest years in my entire life. I was considering not even wanting to be here. We can't say too much on YouTube, but we will get deep. Okay, we can get real deep. But today we're gonna keep it light. People went to church today, or people have church to go to. We're gonna keep it light today. But mental health is really when it comes to growing back your hair on your hair growth journey, it is something that we do have to consider. I was thinking of writing an ebook, just like telling you as much of my personal life, where I came from, why I believe I dealt with so many hair issues, health issues. There's so much I can go into. But once again, putting everything online is risky, right? Because one, censorship is a real thing. Two, family and friends watch me, right? So once again, you're putting out other people's business as well, right? Because I'm not afraid to talk, okay? But I am afraid when it comes back to me. But I will tell you, I'm on a journey of being free, to be open, to share, and that's the only reason I can do these lives, is because I'm feeling more peaceful in life, or I feel like I could be honest. Okay, so let's get back to some products. Okay, you want to come to the lives because you just never know what I'm going to say. You never know what I'm going to do. Every day is random. It's going to be fun though. I'm going to keep it fun for you. So let's talk about moisture. So we talked about cleansing. We talked about bringing back the moisture after washing. You saw basically how I moisturize with the oil, with the retention mixture. Does anybody have questions about products specifically before I jump into a different topic? Products and regimen. And this is something I will talk about briefly on lives, because every week there's going to be different people coming. So I will share a little bit about regimen products until people tell me they don't want to hear about it anymore. But if you come and you ask, I have to talk about it, because a lot of people know this is a part of what I do as well. is helping people find natural solutions to helping them with stimulation, moisture, hair growth. And I do have products, so I will talk about it. But once again, this is not product promotion. This is only helping. There's always an alternative, right? There's always an alternative. You don't have to use my products for hair growth. And a matter of fact, I'll tell you a story. Back in the day, I was only giving out information without products, and people were taking the information. So all the information I wrote in the ebooks, the blog posts, the YouTube videos, watch those things, read those things, because all of the information I put in those resources were basically the only option people had back in the day, and people were getting hair growth literally by following my tips and my advice. So that's one of the reasons too why I do not product push, or why I don't push my products in that way, because I believe that through God and prayer, healing is available. I also believe that through using natural products that God created, healing is available. And I also believe that being consistent in your regimen, doing things consistently every day, that's going to help you with hair growth. So I'm not even sold on like my products are the only way or the highway. But for people who are just tired, and people who are just like, I'm not going to go and do a DIY, I'm not going to go in the kitchen and whip something up, the products are available for you. However, I mean, so is prayer, so is God, right? Like, I'm here to help you, products or no products. Okay, so does anybody have product questions before we move on? Did you find any? How do we order your hair products? Melissa, I am shocked. Melissa, you don't know how to. Okay, you know what, I take that back. I'm not shocked, because we do have two websites. So that is a good question now. So we had the alopeciafree.com, that website. So that was there. And what I realized was there was a lot of people who wanted to use my products. There was a lot of people who wanted to connect with me, and they did not have alopecia. So there was a huge amount of people that were like, we wanted to reach out to you, and we didn't for years because we thought it was for people with alopecia. So my team and I, we got together and we said, is there anything else that we can call what else can we do that does not involve alopecia? And I don't know how many of you were following me from back in the day, but do you know how the products right now say AF? I don't know if you can see that. See how they say AF? Back in the day, it used to say alopecia free on the bottle. And people told me that they're like, you know what? Having alopecia on the bottle, when it's in my bathroom, I don't want my spouse to see. I don't want my kids to see. I don't want my parents to see. I don't want my friends to see. And so we changed it to AF. And then years later, there was this mass influx of people that were like, is it just for people with alopecia? And then we had to rebrand and rethink again. And so you're absolutely correct. Where do you buy the products? Go to IamFreeHairCare.com. So I Am Free, of course, the free from alopecia free, the I Am Free. But what the team and I decided was that, there are so many people with so many hair issues that don't involve alopecia, right? They're hormonal. There are people who had to go through cancer treatments. There's people suffering from other health conditions like lupus or immune disorders. There is stress-related hair loss and the pregnancy hair loss. There's so many different types of hair loss. And then there are people who don't have hair loss and want to use natural products and feel excluded because my product said alopecia free. And so we got together as a team again, because, this is hard for me. I don't like to keep changing and switching and changing. But we had to try and find a way to make it inclusive for people who don't have alopecia. So you're right. It is on IamFreeHairCare.com. You can buy the products there. But once again, pray about everything. Just because I'm here talking to you doesn't mean, you have to go out and rush and buy products. Take your time, consider it, pray about it. And, if you need more help, more counsel, then let's talk. All right. Otherwise, feel free. They're online. Any other product questions? Do the products have protein in them? No, they do not. They are protein-free products. And that was from Gail Ned. Hi, Gail. So they are protein-free. Anything else? Is a leave-in conditioner needed? So this is Miss J. Is a leave-in conditioner needed? I have moisture issues. A leave-in conditioner. If you have moisture issues, I would use a leave-in conditioner. Yes, I would. So here we go. And a matter of fact, check out Instagram this week coming out, because I want to do a DIY on how you can get instant moisture with literally 2 ingredients. And I'm going to save that for the Instagram post. But, since you're here, a leave-in like hair spritz. So that's another kind of option. So in the one that I was using, it was a spray. I know that there are creams out there. I know that there are anything that's water-based for moisture would be a good leave-in. Or like what I do is my hair is damp or it's wet or has oil, whatever, then I will use something to retain the moisture. So something that locks in all the moisture could be another option instead of something that is, cream based or water based, because once again, a lot of those products have chemicals. Thank you so much for all of the likes. Right? There was, I think the high was like 50 people in here and 20 likes. I think that's so good. Thank you so much for the encouragement, because this is not easy. It's hard for somebody like me to be put on the spot like this. So thank you so much. I really appreciate the likes and the support. Any more hair product questions before I go? Yes, I thought you just dealt with people who had alopecia. I know. See, I don't just deal with people with alopecia. I deal with everyone. And so, yeah, I love ordering from Amazon. Honestly, don't worry, we're expanding. We're expanding. But once again, people ask me like why I don't have my stuff in stores. If I put my stuff in stores, there are other chemicals that I have to put in, and I was trying to keep the products as organic to what I used as I possibly could. So this product right here has all of the same ingredients I was using when I was growing my hair back, except I probably put 2 additional ingredients that made it better. But I tried to stick to the base of all of my products is pretty much what I used when I was growing my hair back, except the conditioner, because once again, I did not use a conditioner when I was growing my hair back. I mainly used between the Scalp Balm and the retention mixture and what else was it? And the shampoo, the moisture shampoo. Those were the 2 products that helped me to get my hair growing back. But once again, it was shaved off, right? So if my hair was shaved, once again, you didn't need the conditioner, you didn't need the spritz, and the oil came a little bit after. So when I noticed that my hair was coming back, the baby hairs were growing in, that's when I added the scalp oil for more. The hairs were growing back in white and they were growing back in really fragile. So what I did was I added the oil as a hot oil treatment and as something to help with strengthening the hair, conditioning the scalp, all of that good stuff. So anything you use today is better than what I was using, but the base of what I was using was the same. So yeah, you guys you've been on this journey with me. We're all using the same stuff. For God help me to help you with good results. Okay. Let's go on. Who is CW? I've struggled with alopecia areata on my edges since I was a small child. Is it possible to recover? As long as there is no scarring, anything is possible. I also believe if there is scarring, and I've seen crazy stories in my business where people's hair have grown. I've seen pictures. I've seen things that I'm like, oh, that couldn't possibly grow back. And then, of course, God shows up, and don't I feel silly? So right now, I believe anything and everything is possible. But if you do not have scarring, then it is more likely that you will get hair growth sooner than if it's something with scarring or something like that. So hopefully that answers your question. That was CW. Miss J, I think we answered her, right? Okay. Gail, okay. J Davis, moisturizing regimen for shoulder length hair and alopecia. Dude, that's a loaded question. Hold on. Let me see if I can get CB says, do you always cover your hair? I see your videos and most of the time it's covered. I do cover my hair all the time. I'm a weirdo. I was never into, okay, let me say this nicely. How do I say this? Okay. In high school, of course, everybody's trying to find, a guy or a girl, whatever. I was in high school. And so in high school, you wanted to kind of, look the part, right? Don't mind me. Okay. Yeah. But it's there. See, my hair is there, people. It's there for everybody who wonders. It's always covered up. I'm used to it now. Honestly, I have some Instagram blog posts coming about how anxiety and worry and fear, they still haunt me till today, even though my hair is growing and it's flourishing. It's just something that I have to deal with long term. But if you literally feel my scarf, it is like damp. I just came out of the shower and yeah, it's pretty much always covered, to be honest with you. I think I had friends. I mean, I know I had friends. I've had friends for probably 5 years. And I went out to dinner with them the other day. My husband and I went out with our friends, their wife and husband, whatever. And I blow dried my hair and I flat ironed it. And it was like, bra strap length hair. And the woman, she looked at me and she's like, this is the first time I've ever seen your hair uncovered. And it dawned on me that my hair is always covered. So yeah, to answer your question, it is always covered. And that once again, because of the business I do, I'm trying to make sure that I can preserve my hair and grow my hair as long as possible. And so that you guys know I'm the real deal and I'm not just out here with, just crazy hair. So yeah, that's one reason I keep it covered. And the other reason is because I've gotten so used to it. It's literally a look for me now. Like it's literally my hat, my tattoo, like this is my clothes. Like it's literally just a part of how I dress. I literally tie it down and I just keep the bangs. I rock the bangs, right? Like, it's cute. No? Are you guys sick of the scarf? Let me know. Let me know if you want me to come on a live. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about doing a live where I literally just blow dry my hair or flat iron my hair with you here. Let me know if that's something you want to see. I won't talk. We could literally have our coffee. Okay, we can have our water. We can literally do the hair in silence with some music. Let me know. I'll do that like a Friday night or a Sunday night before the work week starts. I could do that. We can have fun. Okay, let's have fun. Let's go to Zen Aesthetics. Is that how to say it? Okay, I don't know how to read. Not this early. Okay, I use the scalp balm to calm irritation when I was first diagnosed with alopecia. Pretty much the only thing that helped with the burning. Oh, I thought that was a question. Oh, that is so nice of you to say. Thank you so much. I appreciate anybody sharing testimonies because it is really encouraging. I pray for you all. I pray that you guys get healing, hair growth, all of that good stuff. And yeah, we all struggle in life. I'll come on. I'll be the first to say that through prayer, I've seen miracles, and that's why I believe in God. And this is a completely different off-topic conversation. We can get into real conversation. I've seen miracles in this time, in this day. I literally had scoliosis. My spine was crooked. And this is when I became a real Christian, was somebody prayed over me and my spine is now straight after prayer. And that is a full story. They didn't even pray for my back. So that is a full story and we can get into it. So because of that, I've always believed in God, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. I've always believed because I've seen and I've witnessed with my own eyes. So I know people have their opinions. But for me personally, I've seen things that literally, I prayed for somebody once, full out, never really believed in prayer. I prayed for somebody who was dying. The person recovered, and that's never happened again. Okay, that's never happened again. I'm not a healer. Okay, but once again, that was I believe God was showing me that He's real, and He shows up for people who literally have a mustard grain of faith. Okay, and I had a little mustard grain seed. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, leave it below because I'm not making this stuff up. God is real. Okay. Thank you. Benita. Come on, preach. I'm telling you, I don't want to preach. I don't want to preach today. But sometimes we need to be encouraged in God because I've seen things, I know things, and it's crazy. Like my husband and I will be in different rooms thinking about different things. We'll come together and all of a sudden God put it on our heart. We're both reading the same thing. It's insane. I've seen things. And to this very day, I am not where I should be, but I am slowly, trying, right? But anyways, different topic, different story. Okay. Next, we've got Tris. Where have you been? I had a consultation with you several years back. I went to let you know that I was able to resolve my issues. Thank you so much for your help. Oh my goodness. Okay, so your name is Tris online. We had a consultation several years back, and you were able to resolve your issue. I would like to, first of all, can you please email me because I would love to have you share your story. If anybody is watching this, okay? And I was talking to somebody last night, and I want my business to be more inclusive, if that makes sense. There are people in the world who have gotten amazing hair growth results from my products. I want to hear from you. There's other people who've gotten hair growth results that had nothing to do with my products, but maybe encouragement, maybe the information. I want to hear from you. And then there are people who are on the journey and they are struggling and they need help. They need encouragement. They need support. Financially, maybe they're not able to afford, products all the time. I want to hear from you as well. And so if you're in any of these categories, if you're somebody struggling with growing your hair and financially you're not able to, buy certain things or you're not able to, be consistent, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from the people who've gotten hair growth results, not from my products, but just from using good information. And then I really want to hear from people exactly like Tris, who I did a consultation with them years ago, which is what she said. Read the comments. This is not me. This is what she said. Or he, I'm assuming you're a woman. So she, sorry. We did a consultation. You got that is amazing. And I thank you so much for sharing that. It really is encouraging and inspiring to me. And then for the other people who are here, once again, it's just helping people to feel comfortable because you're right. Where did I go? I had a complete burnout and I had a complete breakdown and a mental breakdown. And so once again, we can get into the nitty gritty of I'm an open book. Okay. But some things we might have to share in the consultation. If you really want me to talk, we might have to do a consultation. But as far as just being as open as I can, with respecting all parties involved, then I will share as much as I need to help you to get your hair growing and flourishing. And a lot of times, mental health and physical health hold us back from achieving full health and wholeness. So once again, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. Any other questions? What oils are best for scalp without clogging the pores? I would say most oils are really good. So this is where science comes in, the comedogenic rating. Once again, I did a video years ago about how coconut oil has a really high comedogenic rating, meaning that it clogs hair follicles. And that is not something, if you have scalp issues, hair growth issues, you don't want to use coconut oil. But on your hair strands, fine. If you want to do moisture for the hair strands, coconut oil is amazing. If you want to eat coconut oil, amazing. I just wouldn't put it on your scalp because it does clog hair follicles. And I used to get pimples all over my face when I would put it on my hair. Oils, I would say stick to, I love olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. I mean, to be honest with you, we eat it. It's healthy for us. It's moisturizing. It's a thicker. If you have like thin hair or straight hair, if you have Hispanic or Caucasian hair, I would not use olive oil. It's really gonna like probably be too it's gonna weigh down your hair. But for people with hair like mine, curly, kinky hair, olive oil is amazing. That is something you can use that won't clog your hair follicles. Was that the question or okay? So that's something you can use. What oils? Okay, so that was NADS, NADS. So thank you for your question. We've got Miss Holla Back. Is that it? Holla Back. Wearing a wig until my hair grows back. Will this stop my hair from growing? It depends on what wig and how you're wearing the wig. So if you are wearing a wig, I don't have one. But okay, so what I was doing when my hair was low is I would moisturize, right? You're gonna come out of the hair, the shower, your hair is damp, or spray it with something. Use a little bit of the oil, to lock in that moisture. Use a little bit of the whipped, once again, lock in that moisture if your hair is low. If it's not low, then yeah, you're probably gonna want to braid that back. Then what I would do is I would use a plastic. I don't have one. Last week I had a prop. I had a plastic baggie. You're gonna want to use a plastic bag and a scarf, or forget the bag, just use the scarf. Put the wig on over top of the scarf. So this is where you're going to have to get creative with your wig choices, because once again, you want to protect your hairline, right? So let's say this is what I would typically look like with my scarf on. I would put the wig a little forward, right? So it was a wig with bangs. You guys have to go back and watch some of my old videos. I'm pretty sure I showed you how it was done. I would put the wig on, but I would be protecting my edges with the scarf. So I did not wear those super expensive, real looking with the edges. I did not wear those wigs because I couldn't fake having the scarf protecting my hair and then putting the wig on over top. It would look ridiculous. So I did do something with bangs, and something that was longer, so it covered all sides. It might look a little fake, but I think that there are so many options now for realistic looking wigs. I'm sure there are things you can get customed. They are expensive. However, that's how I did the wig thing to keep my hair protected. But I also wore wigs because I worked in a job where I was at the front, and so I had to look the part. I was talking with customers all day, so I had to show up. But if you have to wear a wig, that's how I would do it to preserve your edges and your nape area. Okay, we've got 2 more questions about hair. Melissa said, I would like to see a live. Okay, so this is not a question. Melissa said she would like to see a live of me flat ironing my hair. And you know what, Melissa? We're on the same page because that's one of the ones I wanted to do. I don't flat iron my hair very often, but it is one that I want to do. And I actually want to trim it on live. So I'm going to set it up with my team. I don't know how I would do that, but I will figure it out for you specifically and for me because it would be fun. And it's something that I've never actually done. I've never flat ironed my hair, even and even put it on YouTube. So, and Chevelle Lock. Yep, I remember how great your products helped my hair issues a few years ago. Ah, thank you so much. Well, elaborate on that. Let the people know exactly how did it help you. Okay, are you just somebody who's like, oh, just help my hair to smell good, or did it help you with bald spots, split ends? Let the people know, because a lot of people, I shouldn't say a lot of people, but there are those people that are just like, oh, her hair is fake. Oh, her products. She's not really doing this business. Like there are those voices that seem so loud sometimes. But when people like you, Chevelle, and who was the other person with the phone consultation? Was it Nads? No, Tris, and Chevelle. When you leave testimonies like that, and when you leave comments like that, it really helps other people to feel like they're not alone. Because people, especially buying from online, there's so many scams out there, and so people want to hear from people like you once again. Oh yeah, so if you use products and are you talking about wait, are you talking about doing something with me, like sharing? Yeah, if you're one of those people, email me. If you are somebody who used my products and got any sort of results, email me. If you're somebody who has used my advice or my consultation and it's helped you, email me. And if you're somebody who is struggling to grow your hair back and you do not have the finances, email me as well. Because what I want to do is, well, I'm not going to tell you right now what I'm going to do, but email me, okay? Is there anything else? Does anybody else have any more questions? I've been on here for 51 minutes. You guys have me talking. I'm going to finish up by saying mental health is something I really want to talk about. I didn't realize this would be so long, but if you come back next week, I'm going to be talking about hair. I'm going to be answering more questions. But I also want to really touch into mental health and how mental health has affected, especially coming out of the past 2 years, 3 years, especially even after my breakdown. I have so much more information to share. When I lost my hair originally, it was after a similar breakdown situation. But then 2022, because of COVID, because of all of the crazy, 2022 was an actual legit like mental breakdown. I thought before when I lost my hair, I had a breakdown. I did not even know people could go so down and so low. So I'm smiling now because I'm out of it. And I thank God I'm out of it, because last year was crazy, and we could talk about it. I'll probably write a whole book about it because it was a lot. But I really want to touch on mental health. If you have anything specifically that you've been struggling with your mental health, divorce, a breakup, friendship issues, a death, if you have anything that you want to talk about, once again, leave it down below, and we can talk about different topics on different days so that it's not so dark and overwhelming. But I do want to be here to support you and to let you know you are not alone. And there's a lot of things that we're struggling with, a lot of things that have transpired. There are people who lost jobs, right, because of everything that happened. There are people who got sick because they had to take medication, or maybe they didn't take medication, but they got sick off of somebody else. It's been a crazy, crazy, crazy 3 years, 3 years. And I think it all bottlenecked last year in 2022 for me. And I know many people, even who I've spoken to on phone consultations, there are many people who have let me know that they had complete breakdowns. I've talked to police officers and firefighters, people who work literally in going to people's homes, and they said there was a skyrocket in everything. So abuse and sexual abuse, and sorry, I don't know if I could say that on. Let's not use too many words on YouTube, okay? This is something that we might have to talk about off of YouTube. But there was so many things that people have gone through in the past, how many years, and so yeah, we're gonna get into that. But all of that does affect your hair. It affects your physical body, your mental. And so that's why we do have to talk a little bit about hard topics to overcome, to be healthy so that we can be at this place today. And I like to say that even though I had a breakdown and even though all of the crazy things happened, I did not lose my hair. So please, keep that in mind. And I was obsessively checking. Okay. I would get shooting pains up my neck. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get alopecia again. And I didn't. And once again, I didn't, because I knew that if I was using natural products, if I was being consistent in my regimen, if I was trying to eat healthy, there were things I was doing that were very unhealthy. But on days that you felt more strength and you felt stronger, I tried to eat healthy. I tried to do the hard work, and my hair is still flourishing because of it. So let that be a little bit of inspiration for you. just because you're going through hard times and just because it looks grim and dim, it doesn't mean that you can't grow your hair back in the midst of the challenges, in the midst of the hardship. Know that you can grow your hair back. It just might take a little bit more effort, a little bit more work. But once again, that's what I'm here for. If you have problems and you're like, listen, this is what I'm going through, sometimes you just need to get it off of your chest, especially a lot of people from the West Indian background, the West Indian culture, and I don't know about other cultures, but I know for our culture specifically, there's a lot of secrets, a lot of things that people don't say. We're supposed to be strong and carry the weight of the world on our shoulders, and that comes at a detriment mentally, and then it affects us physically. So yeah, if you need to just vent to somebody, I'm here. And once again, I've been there. Like I've been through a lot of things, and so you're not alone. And I'm gonna get off soon. I just have a couple more questions. Can you share your daughter's hair regimen? I think it's on YouTube. Her current regimen is very different from when I grew it down to waist length or bum length. I think it was bum length. But to be fair, I used a natural shampoo. It was mine and Kinky Curly Not Today, so it was interchanged. But I did not like the Kinky Curly Not Today for her because it stripped all of the moisture from her hair. But it was just the natural shampoo I was using at the time, and this was years ago, and so I don't use it on her anymore. I use my shampoo on her specifically, or any, like, let's say I haven't made any, or let's say I can't dip into my own stash. I will use an all natural shampoo as long as it's all natural. She did not have hair problems, and so if you have a child, you can either use my shampoo or an all natural shampoo. And then I would always use this on her. So this is what I use consistently on myself and her. This is just, I use it. Actually, I have a secret son. I said this in my last live, and I've been growing his hair, and I'm gonna have him on the live. I don't know when. Once again, he's older. He's what, 14, so I can't just force him to do anything. But I'm gonna try and see if I can finagle him a little bit to come online and just show you his hair. But yeah, so this is all I use on both of them. And his hair right now, I think if I had to put it into, I think it would be bra strap length. But I'll save him. I'll save him. And last question, can I still wear a wig until my hair grows back? Absolutely. Yes, you can. And that's what I did. Fake it until you make it. So if that means you got to use a little mascara on the edges, cover up the bald spot, use a little, hair fibers that are all natural, of course, try and find a more natural kind. Wear your scarf, keep the moisture locked in, put on your wig. And yeah, just fake it until you make it. Thank you everybody who came. Thank you so much for all the likes. I will try and do this every Saturday. Okay, let me get through some of these comments. Silent stress, which affects hair and health body. Yep, you're absolutely right, Nats. Love your holistic approach. Thank you, Zen. And then all the comments are gone. So there we go. So that's all I can say. Thank you guys so much. It's a blessing. Thank you, Jess. You're welcome, CB. I'm going to be here. I'm going to try harder. Remember, I wasn't here because I was depressed, okay? And I was struggling and I was burnt out, but I'm coming back. I feel good. I feel I've been eating healthy. My skin's been clearing up, right? I've been trying to take care of myself. And because I'm taking care of the mental and the emotional, the physical comes, and then I can be here to help more of you in a bigger, better way. But I always wanted you all to know you are not alone. And even though I wasn't here on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, I've been behind the scenes, still answering emails and answering questions. I have my team answering comments. So if there's anything that people need me specifically for, my team would let me know and I would get back to people. Product questions, I was helping people behind the scenes. Consultations, I've been helping people. I've been here. I've just been very quiet. Once again, just dealing with my own issues, trying not to bring issues to the internet because there's so much drama, so many issues already. I would hate to be one of those people like, oh, spent all day crying, with my tears. That's not my personality. I want to come back on and be real about the tears, right? I will share everything I've gone through, but at the end of the day, the right thing at the wrong time is the wrong thing, right? So I want to make sure that when I'm sharing, it's going to be healthy for everyone, myself included, right? We're putting personal information out there. If people take it and run with it and it gets back to you, I'm healthy enough to deal with whatever comes from it. But fortunately and unfortunately is that if you screw up, And now somebody has a story to say. I am going to share my story. I try not to name names. But if it comes to parents, you'll probably know, if it comes to siblings, well, I only have what I have. It's just real life, and we go through things, and I'm completely able to share in a respectful way now. So I'm going to be here. Is there any discount codes available? It is so funny because I booked a chat with you Monday. I have so many questions. Okay, so Nads, so you booked a consultation. We will talk on Monday. And for that other person, oh my goodness, what was your question? Oh, I lost it. I said it and I lost it. Is there any discount codes? Yes, there are discount codes. In a matter of fact, I'm gonna pick some people. I'm gonna just give away some free products to, okay? Because I feel generous today. You guys made my day, my Saturday. You kept me here for an hour. I am going to give. Who are the people who said the most? Melissa. I seen Melissa a lot. Melissa, contact me, Melissa. Who's another person? I see Nads, Nads, and you booked a phone consult. What? Wait, you booked a phone consultation? Okay, you're getting something for free. And who's another person? I like Zen. Who's Zen? Those 3 people contact me. Send me an email to alopecia free with Jas, and I want to send you something. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And for anybody else following, future lives on Instagram or YouTube, you never know what I'm gonna do. I'm loco. I'm gonna give things away for free. I'm gonna be like, what? Who used to do that? Ellen? Oprah? I think I'm gonna do that. That's fun. I don't have it to give, right? I don't have that kind of money, but God is good and He's gonna bless me and I'm gonna bless you. So thank you so much for your time. Your time means everything to me. Your likes mean everything to me. Your comments mean everything to me. You don't understand how much you mean to me. I would not be here without all of your support. Oprah, LOL. Yeah, so Zen and Nads and Melissa, contact me. And you guys have a wonderful Saturday. God bless. And Lord willing, I'll be here next Saturday to help answer more questions. Okay, I have no more questions. Okay, bye guys.